Okay. So you were asking, yes, you can tell me now.
Yeah, like suppose I have made this 4 button,
Mhm.
sorry, 5 button.
Mhm.
So I want to change the state for conditional rendering, but I
Mhm.
want to make only one. I want to make only one click handler like this.
Yes.
Just one handler to control all the state of every state. Like we have, like we have 4 button, false, false. I want to make it true on the click of button. For different clicking, they will be turned into true. But I want to use only one function. So I have trying to make some logic, but it didn't work for me.
Okay.
Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes. Can you show me on the basically browser?
What?
Browser. Like anyway, just let's work on this one. No need to see on that. Just give me 1 second. Huh?
Okay, okay.
Thank you. So you
Yes,
have state, you have a state which is button one, array value one.
yes, sir.
You have user model button one, button two, button three, button four, button five, right? Uh,
Yes, sir.
and like if I search Control F. Okay, I need to request the control. Just more control. Okay, good. Control F. If I do Control F, button one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Array. You have created an array using button one. Okay. Now you are doing state. We are just toggling the value, right?
Yes, yes.
And what is
But
var?
it didn't work. It's working, but what happens that array dot val, it will make true for all the button. So I
Ah,
want to change, like click for only one particular button, it should be change the state of button one, button two, but it didn't work. It is working for all.
yes,
I'm
I got your point.
Yeah.
So, in order to solve such issue, let's come to the. We have notes. No, got it. I'll just write something here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
See, you have a boolean, right? You have two
Yes,
booleans.
true and false.
Okay. Now
Yes,
you have two booleans. You just want to, when you click on the first button, it should only toggle that button. Okay. So for that,
yes, sir.
you will just get that value and previous state dot key is equal to previous state key value. Okay, good. So this is how we will do it. Where is our handler? Click button first, right?
Yes, sir.
Click button first. I'll put a debugger here. It is
Okay.
it is working in the browser.
It is working, but all the button is turned, like all the state of button has changed.
Yes. I guess this is the problem which we were trying to solve 10 to 15 days back, right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Can you comment this? Comment that the handle click,
Oh, sorry.
because I am not able
So,
to comment it from my system.
like it's all okay. Okay, you can write it again. It's all got deleted.
Anyway, good. So we have debugger. I just want to, and I'll search the click F button as well. Click button first. Yes, okay. So when you are on
Now
the
I
stop button and it is INC, okay. Now it should only toggle that.
yes
And what is the result of toggling? Anyway, we'll see about the result later. Basically,
it yeah
it should toggle only button one.
yes.
That is fine. Okay, good. So I have click button first. This dot click button first. You are using the prettier.
No sir.
Enabled actually, but it's you have not installed it. Enabled it properly actually. Command Shift P, Control Shift P. So you open user settings. There is an option of format on save. Okay,
Yes sir.
format on save, format on paste, and we'll select the prettier which we have installed. Now if you just say Control S, it should format. Similarly for stock.js, simply Control S to format everything. Okay. Now search, click button first. Go to top. We have button 1, line number 79. Now go to click button first function. Why it's not finding? Achha.
I think it got deleted.
No, cannot get deleted. Okay. Now this is line number 26 and we have button 1. Okay, got this. Okay, good. Now what we want to do is we simply want to do the set state here. Okay. This dot set state. Okay. And
Yes
we want to toggle based on the previous value. So we will write a function inside set state. Okay.
yes sir.
So that will be previous state. And it should return the new state. And what is the new state? New state contains user model. No, sorry. We have to return the new state. Return. Okay. Now our state looks like this. Our state has an array and user model. Okay.
Yes
So in our return value, will first copy the old user model, triple dot user model, sorry, proof state dot user model.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we have got the value and we just want to update its value. Write val, okay. Its
Yes, sir.
value will be the toggle of proof state dot user model val. Okay, that's all that we need to do. Did you get what I did? What I did?
Sir, like val, you are getting the value button one from the argument of val.
Yes.
Like you say, you have used a spread operator for, like, we have button one, button two, button three.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm doing, like, for 5 and 6 days, but it didn't work for me.
It will work. Try it now.
Okay. No, sir, it's not working.
No, can you share your screen, whole of screen, so that I also see if it's not working? I'm
Can you
only,
see my screen?
no, I'm only able to see your editor. You stop and share whole of the screen.
Okay. Can you see, sir?
Yes. Open the debugger.
I'm feeling.
Open the debugger. Now click on any button.
Yeah. It isn't changing. Like button false, false, false.
Now click again. Okay. So now open that stock.js. Here in the editor only, in the inspector only, control P. Type control P.
Can you see, sir?
No, I'm not able to see. Type control P in the inspector. Type control P. Type not type. Yes, type control P. Control P. Not like that. Yes. Close this. Best. Sufficient. Now I need to again ask you for the control.
Control P. Oh,
Okay. Now
yes.
we'll do the debugging. Just will come here. Put a debugger here. Right? I'm clicking here. Button one came. Button one is same as button one. Okay. Now what is the value of previous state dot? Let's move inside. Put a debugger here. Move to the next debugger. Now what is the value of? There is one more thing, a watch. We'll light that in watch as well. Just copy this. Control C. Control V. It is false, okay? Okay. The problem was we did some mistake. We did a mistake here. Did you realize the mistake? We did
Yes, sir,
not use
because
the paid operator properly. Let's come to the VS Code. Come to the VS Code. Now I need to again ask you share the whole of screen so that I can see whole of your screen.
Whole of screen, like I don't like. I never used how to share whole of screen. There is
Just
a option.
select the first option in screen share.
First option. Okay, wait. Can you see my screen?
Yes. So I'll tell you the mistake. The mistake was we did not use this properly. We did not use the return the state properly. Okay. So it should be like this. Previous state, then there will be user model, okay, which will contain previous user model,
Button one. Yeah.
preview state dot user model, okay, and this will be up. This was a mistake. How it will work? Come to Chrome, reload it. You need this now.
Why? What happened?
Why it's not loading? Just close and open it in the new tab. Just close that tab. Yes. Now try.
Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working, sir.
Yes, it is supposed to work actually. So it is just we need to work on how to use the spread operator properly and the logic. That's all.
But like I didn't understand this code.
We don't understand. Okay, let's work it out. Okay.
Like previous state, like this dot state user model, it will give that button one, button two, button three. Am I right, sir? All the
Yes.
and
Yes.
then you put it inside object. You made object.
Mhm.
Then again previous state dot user model. So it will also give button one, button two, button three, button four.
No,
The 30 line number 30.
I'll explain you. The purpose
Okay.
of the set state is to create a new state, right?
Yes, sir.
Now that new state in the set state should be a new object altogether. It should not be a reference to
Like one.
it should
Yeah.
not have a reference to old object. When you copy an object in JavaScript, the new object is not created. Its reference gets copied. Okay.
Okay.
When you copy an object in JavaScript, its reference gets copied. A new object is not created. Deep copy is not created. Shallow copy is created. Okay.
So like if I want to again change the state, so what I did here, in the rendering, like I want to again change the state, because I want to I have a link to the cross button.
Okay.
So I did the same thing, like user button, close one. This is going to a props, and the children is going to handle this my props.
I got your point. See, 1 second.
So, but it isn't working.
It will work. It will work. Come to code. Let me see the code. Let me see the code.
That what I did, sir. I just got the reference from the parent. This dot prop dot close one.
This dot.
This is the another dot close one. Close one has defined in the parent component. So I just, because it is the model is in the child. So I want to access parent from child. So I send the function. I send the function as a props.
Yes.
And now I'm clicking the button.
Yes.
So this is all the logic behind the same.
Yes.
Every logic. That what I did. You can see I'm passing as a close one. This dot create a button 2 and passing in the props.
Yes.
As a props.
Yes, yes, it will work. This will work. Come to code. Here you need to 0, remove 0 and make it button 1. Just do it. You do it. Now try.
Yeah, it's working.
It will work now.
Yes.
Try another buttons. Okay.
Oh, like I have made more calls than in 1 minute, more than 5 calls. Sir, my other problem is.
Yes.
Like this is my Firebase database. So, like suppose if I delete it in the description of gray item, you need to make it samples and name by your own. You have to write your own. Like doesn't come from the your language.
Say again. I did not get you. Say again.
In the description of gray item boilerplate, there was written that you need to write name and sample for each of the company, like Microsoft, Boeing, all those company. So hard coded there, sample and name. But when I delete, it will delete permanently. Everything will be deleted by current process. So and again, like if you see here, I'm getting the value Intel Corporation and like that from that is in the Firebase. Which button has clicked? The button has been clicked like Intel Corporation. So I'm getting the value from the Firebase directly, company name, and it changes on the different click of button. The Boeing company, if I change different button. So once I delete the whole data, from the firebase, it won't come. So how can I manage this?
See,
Do I need?
if you go directly and delete in the Firebase, it will not come directly.
Yes.
That will never happen, because there is nothing that Firebase is not going. You have not written the code that Firebase will push to your app. That we have not written. Okay.
So, sir, should I do that like when I deleted the particular database and inside the promise, I again write a logic behind to make a name and symbol
Yes.
just after deleting,
After deleting, yes. If you delete it from code, then you can write.
and then it will appear again.
Yes. Show me
And sir, the other,
show me the gray atom requirement. Right?
sir, my code is very hinder.
Hmm?
There it is written. Yes, sir. Create a database, details, user story 2.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. इसमें delete का कहाँ है?
Like, yeah, if you go little below,
1 second. I'm just deleting 1 second. The user fills the model and art stocks on tracking. It should update both sections. It should be added to the my stock container with a different price and calculations, and it should be removed from the ad stocks. Okay. User should see profit loss associated with his stock events. Along with the stock details, you need to show the latest current price and calculate the profit loss number of shares. Since alpha advantage only show allows 5 API calls per minute and a condition that only 5 stocks can be selected for tracking. If user selects 5 stocks to track, you should continually render a message telling the user that okay. Sorry for you are asking, right?
yes. And if you see the stop tracking, when I stop tracking, the whole data from database should be deleted. So if everything has got deleted, so I need to insert those name and symbol by writing some code or something, but in the gray item they have said you should write hard coded as you have.
One second, let me read this story for. In the upper container, add one more column that stops tracking, which has button as elements. The stop tracking button should have the class name stop tracking button. If the user clicks on the button, associated stock should be removed from the my stocks table and added to the add stocks lower container. Add stocks. It will look similar to. So this is not something they are not asking you to remove it. Remove it. They are not asking you to remove it from the database. They are
Just
asking.
change the state.
Hmm?
Like in the array, in an array I got all the details before entering to the screen. So they're just changing the, like when I say stop tracking, the, like if I have four object, it should be turned into 3 in the array.
In the database.
No, if I delete from database, it will completely delete
Yes.
from the database.
Yes.
So sir, you said that he like Great Time team is not saying that to remove from database. So the only way I can disappear the stop tracking, just changing the state
Yes.
where I'm getting the data. So I can do that, like just changing the state.
Yes. You maintain the state of the you maintain the state. You maintain the stocks in a state variable of the tracking, and that's all. When you click on add, just add that value in that array. When you click on remove that value from that array, tracking array.
Okay, like it doesn't need to be removed from the database.
No, they have not mentioned it like that. No, they are not asking that you maintain the which stocks are being tracked, maintain that in database. If they are asking that, we can put that array in the database as well. But they are not asking that to put that array in the database. Are they asking that? Let us read again. Uh, one second. I'll just. So user should be able to view all his own stacks. Okay, so that you have array. These are my stocks. In the beginning, since we have not tracked any stocks, we use conditional ending to show that no stocks have been selected. Good. There is a limit. Okay, good. User should be able to add stocks from a set of provided stocks. Create a database at the following stock. Okay. It should look good. The user clicks on the button. Additionally, a model to fill with. Along with that, it should provide inside the model following checks should be also be there. Okay, on clicking add, this entry should be made in the database on firebase. That means we need to do actually. We need to save actually.
Come again, sir?
They are clicking add, this entry should be made in the database of firebase.
In the database.
One second, I'll just scroll up a little bit, please. Little up. Up means bus. No, we are not keeping the list of tracked stocks in the database, right?
Yes.
Then we just need to maintain that in the local state in the React.
Okay, like after adding is it clearly on clicking add, the entry should be made into the database of Firebase. So once
that entry is not about the stock. That entry is about the details of the stock. That how many stocks you want to purchase of this stock. That details has to be entered in the database.
But the name and symbol, it should not be in the database.
Name is already there in the database, right?
Like I have hard coded that there.
No. Say again. What is the problem? What is where are you confused now? I
Like
I will explain. There is a
in user to sir, here is written as sample. It should be written by me directly into database.
yes,
Sample and name.
symbol and name, right?
Yes.
Symbol and name will be by default there on the database. Now you create a model where you can put the date, where you can put the
Yes.
number of shares and
Hmm.
and one more field. Okay,
Yes.
there are three more fields:
Yeah, three more field.
number of shares, price, and date.
Yes.
Okay. Now when you enter these three uh, control and click on add, then the object in the database which contains the symbol and the name will get updated. It will contain five properties now instead of two properties.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, that is what you have to store in database.
Like that.
Yes, that's all. Now about adding and removing the stocks from the track list, that you have to do locally.
Okay, like you're changing the state.
Yes.
Like what I did, I just took an empty array
Hmm.
and
Amir,
yes, sir.
can we do it tomorrow morning?
Yeah, definitely, sir.
So, will you be available tomorrow morning at what time are you available tomorrow morning?
Like I'm in the holiday, so all the time I'm free, sir.
Okay, so
So
is it okay if I ping you around 8:30 a.m.?
okay, sir.
I'll ping you, okay?
Okay, sir.
Because I don't want to extend, make it late night. My health is not so great actually, so I don't want to extend.
Yeah, I can see. Okay, sir. We will definitely
Yes.
in the tomorrow.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, sir. Because
Okay.
I have used many concepts. I have gone through many documentation, but I couldn't figure out how to do it.
Yes. No worries. We'll connect again tomorrow morning.
Okay, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.